Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today it's one of my replays again, and I'm in the Kurfürst at Tier 10 German battleship. I'm on the map trap in a 3-point domination game. Obviously a Tier 10 battle, there are some pure Tier 8s in it, and there's no carrier, which is amazing. Plenty of destroyers though. Now, I'm sorry that I'm showing you another Kurfürst battle. Oh no, wait, I'm not sorry. I just love my Kurfürst, and this was a pretty amazing battle that just happened recently, so there we go. Now, the enemy Alaska is pushing into this camp for whatever reason. I mean, it can be sometimes interesting for a raider ship to push in there and support the destroyers and be an even bigger raider threat. And the center island does provide quite a bit of cover. But, like, the approach already cost the Alaska quite a bit. Now, the Alaska could hug the center island, but the thing is, it looks like he also wants to shoot. And that might put him into a problematic situation. So, should be able to get some hits there into the superstructure. And... wait, what? Did you see those shells here? Is there like an invisible island? Is the island like higher than this, or... what just happened to my shells? I demand a refund. But anyway, I'm also completely broadside to the Georgia, mind you. Not something that I'd necessarily recommend one does. Well, there are Georgia shells incoming, so I expect to get quite a bit scratched there. And, well, I guess, you know... George didn't have the best energy. Well, I got 4 ricochets of him too, so my shell is definitely not going to superstructure. Now I'm a bit torn here, right? I definitely want to engage those ships, I want to get my secondaries going, but I don't want to be too broadside, so I somehow have to maneuver in a way that I'm at least slightly angled and I can engage them. Now, Kurfürst is not the most nimble ship out there. So this might take a little bit, but I'm now trying to reverse, and I'm trying to reverse and angle at the same time, and then re-engage those 2 ships, because, well, we definitely want to take care of those. Maybe I should have, instead of going forward earlier, reversed already earlier and tried to angle that way. Maybe I was too afraid of Georgia. But, be that as it may, at this time, no invisible island stopped me from hitting the Alaska, and I didn't quite get the kill, but the Alaska is dead, that's good, and the Georgia got torpedoed, that's even better. So, the center cap, well, it's not actually empty because we aren't camping, which means there is a destroyer or something still inside. Not really my, well, not really the best, enemy for me, I guess, so I'm not going to charge in the hunting this guy. I mean, technically with Hydra I could try. But more importantly, we have lost sea and we don't really have many forces there. We have the Des Moines going there to support the Öland, and I will go help there as well. Now, we're going to be outnumbered, because it looks like the Drake and the Friedrich are leaving. Which is a shame, because we could use them up there. If it's just Des Moines, me and the Öland, well, it's going to be like 3 against 5. And those 2 destroyers are a problem if they get good troops into me. Now, thankfully, I have Des Moines, which might keep them a little bit. And my secondaries have found a Bordino. Now, I have a choice to make. I could try to, like, just sit here and shoot from here. But if I'm too stationary, I'm also a lot easier to torpedo. The problem is how hard can I actually push in. Now, the Friedrich is quite far north. If I'm not careful, if I just push in here, I'm going to be in a crossfire. Oh, wait, no, it's the Öland. It's definitely, well, there are definitely lots of ships here. So, Stalingrad full broadside, salvos out, and yeah. That was disappointing. Now, at least it doesn't look like I have worried too much from the B side. Although, I mean, I don't know what this Moskva is doing. Moskva could become a problem in time, but I don't think it's one just yet. So the Stalingrad is moving out, trying once more to get some shells in the Stalingrad, and I'm taking quite a bit of damage there. Now, thankfully, it looks like the Friedrich is currently blocked by an island. The Bodino is sailing behind an island, although this island won't stop it from shooting, I suppose. Stalingrad is sailing behind the island, so the enemy is not like they are engaging me all at the same time, which is basically what helps keep me alive here. Now I'm fully broadside to a Friedrich. Not really what you want to be, at least it's only a Friedrich, so there's a decent chance that his shells will utterly miss. But I've come to the conclusion that I want to turn and sail into B now. The Stalingrad, if the Stalingrad pushes around this island, right? It's the worst thing that can happen to me right now. With the Bodino going further, well, probably further down the 10 line, the Bodino is no longer able to shoot my broadside here. I'm angled against the Friedrich. The only thing that could really catch me crossfire is the Stalingrad. Well, possibly the Moskva, we don't know where it is. But the Stalingrad chooses to not do so. I mean, if he had, like, sailed a little bit in this area earlier, it could have been a major pain. But instead, I guess he decided he doesn't want to. I mean, I don't know, maybe he's just thinking he wants to be in cover from me and engage in Moin. But Moin is helping the Öland fight those destroyers, and that's really like... The Öland and the Des Moines, without them I would be so dead. They basically keep the destroyers contained and busy. And allow me to just brawl casually with 2 or 3 ships. Ships that are more my size there. So, I'm not shooting the Friedrich right now because I'm watching the Stalingrad. And you see the Stalingrad is peaking, but it looks like he is slowed down. So now I've decided to shoot the Friedrich instead and help finish that off. So I'm no longer under fire there. It was unfortunate. I was hoping the Stalingrad would slide a little bit further ahead so I could get those broadside shots. And there comes the Bodino, right? So there are 2 crucial things here that help me succeed. The one is the Des Moines and the Öland. I should have complimented them, but I forgot, which is a shame. But without them, the destroyers would have eaten me. And then there is the enemy team that used to engage me only with like 2 ships instead of all 3. Like, the enemy team has not tried to catch me in a crossfire, they all are just sailing doing the same thing. And now that Stalingrad is going full broadside for some reason. Ah, it's beautiful. And that Moskva too, right? So it was the Bodino that was sailing behind an island instead of engaging me. The Friedrich tried to charge me, the Stalingrad that went behind an island instead of like flanking me. And now the Moskva that could have possibly tried something, but is now also just basically sailing the same to the same spot where the Bodino is. So the enemy goes to great lengths to make sure that they are not catching me in a crossfire, and that I can just engage them one at a time. Which is much appreciated. Now overall we are winning this game, it looks like, and well, look at that, the Shiva is coming this way. So we've lost our Des Moines by now, which is a shame, but the Des Moines did very well there. Keeping those destroyers off me has really, like, allowed me to do all of this and have this much fun. Meanwhile, the Bodino is going behind the island again. I mean, I guess he just wants to engage the Drake or something. Maybe everyone is just incredibly afraid of Kurfürst's secondary summon. Who knows? Who knows? Now, let's look at this Moskva. He's currently full broadside. I'm not sure if I can get those shells over the island. And, well, slight disappointment. But, you know, 2 pence, 2 overpens. Could be worse. So I'm popping a Hydro here. There is still... Okay, yeah, there are troops. Öland and Shima are still a thing. And it looks like they are finally getting close enough to actually do something about it. Now, Öland torpedoes are not the worst. The Shima, I'm definitely in Shima torpedo range, right? He could have sent a lot towards me. But then again, maybe he's... I don't know, who sunk the Drake there earlier? Did he top that way? Who knows? I have a Hydro running, so at least I'm forewarned. Meanwhile, the Moskva is trying the good old, like, turn full broadside, so I'm holding my fire here, letting him turn a little bit more. Yeah, it kind of stopped turning there. It's a shame, I got 6 ricochets, so he didn't go full broadside yet, unfortunately. Shame. Such a shame. Meanwhile, Shima is showing herself again, so I immediately focus the secondaries on it, although I think my division mate has this covered anyway. And indeed he does. Now that just leaves 3 enemies, and what's the Moscow going to do? Is it going to reverse full broadside in good old Stalingrad fashion? Like this what the Stalingrad did earlier? And yes, he is. There's my high caliber. I mean, it doesn't even have torps, right? It's not like he's reversing that way to torpedo me. Maybe he had already given up on everything. So, still got a little bit of hydro left. The Öland is probably torping through here, and yes he is. It's okay, I can survive the Öland torps, they are not dead. Oh, there's the Marso. Well, hello Marso. So my RNG says pretty much no, but still got some secondaries going there. And, well, okay, there is a lot of friendly team shells going, and did the Marso just disappear? Or no, wait, somebody still got him. Well, that leaves the Öland, and I have a feeling that our Kagero and Halland are going to deal with that just right now. And, you know, pretty decent battle in a Kurfürst. Come on, sink the Öland. There we go, so that brings us to the results. And, you know, pretty nice battle there in the Kurfürst. Of course, any battle where you are in prolonged secondary range and then even survive is going to be a great battle for Kurfürst. I did not get the close quarters expert, but I got 249 secondary hits, and I got like a Dreadnought, a high caliber Confederate, did quite a bit of damage, and honestly, it was certainly a boatload of fun. Now if you take a closer look at the secondary damage, that's almost 58,000 points of direct secondary damage, plus another 10k from fires, so once again my secondaries have proven to be quite valuable. And you know, if you get close, your Kurfürst is really going to have some fun. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.